Okay. So we'll continue, right? So we have seen now how to create a form. We go to here, create. You can see the screen, right? You can see the screen what I displayed. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's clear how to create from the form. You go to create form design. These two you have seen, right? And also there is next one, we'll see the blank form. So it is showing here, create a form with no controls or format, which means just click this one. Then it shows you empty here. So it is showing empty form directly. What you can do now, on the right side, it is showing the field list. So you have the tables, all the tables available, which you created before. You come to here, you see all the tables. Under the tables, you can close these forms, you can close the macros. What do you see here? All the tables we created. So let us take these tables appear on the right side also. The same thing you'd appear here. So let us close this navigation bar, come here. So if you want to create the form directly from the blank form, is now the screen is blank. Now you can take anything you want. Let us select the table again, products here, and you can bring the fields directly to here. So item code we have, product name. You see how it is coming? You can design your own way, what are the fields you want. See all the fields you have here. This is one way of creating form. So you see it's showing here the form one, you can name it later. So you just click and you want to add a button. Say come here, click this button and click here or drag it here. I think you have to drag it here. Drag here, and you will again show you. Suppose you want to show the record navigation button. So record operations, say you want to add a record. So select add record, say next, and you say next. You can show a picture here, or you want to type here text, you can do it. Say next, say finish. You see here it is showing you form. Now you see all are linking one together. You see here the small area which is linking each other. So if you want to move any of them, actually you cannot move. You want to bring it, you cannot bring it because all are tied together. So if you want to de-link, what you can do is you can select here, there is a sign it is showing. Can you see the sign there? Plus sign there. You select everything, right mouse click it. When you right mouse click it, there is one option called layout. Say layout here. If you bring the icon here, it will show you tabular, stacked, remove layout. Click remove layout. So what will happen? All the links among them, it will be removed, and then you can select one by one. Whatever you want, you can move. So say take this one and bring it here. So you have the button here to create a new record, and you can make it small, big using the arrow. Okay. Now you want, for example, you want to close the form. Click this button, X-axis button, bring it here, put it here, and then say form. You want to, what do you want to do with the form? You want to open the form, close the form. Say I want to close the form after finishing the data entry. Let us say next, and say you want to select the picture. Say next. It will ask you the field name. You can leave it as it is. Say finish. So this is gone here. So you can bring it here if you want. Okay. So this way you can create from blank form. So go again here. You press this button. It will ask you form name. So again, you say form temporary 3. Okay. So let us say, okay. So it will close the form. Now I want to bring the third form, this form also here. So what do you do here? Go to design, view, design, and then go here where go to design. You can see on the screen here, design. It's already in design. Actually, you don't need to go design. I think you should go to design because you have to select the button. What button? You have to select this button, X-axis button, because I want to create a command button here to open the newly created form. So click here, it will ask you what you want to do. Form operations. I want to open a form. Go to here. And you see what we created? Temporary 3. This is the form we created, temporary 3. Select this one, and then you want to open with all the records. Say next. It will ask you whether you want to picture a text, because I want to differentiate different forms. Say temporary 3. I want to create temporary 3 form. Say next. It will ask command button name. Just you can leave it as it is. You see here you have 3 forms. Now they are not looking good to see, right? So what do? We can make a little bit of arrangement. How do you do that? Select all of 3 of them. Use the mouse left click and drag it. It will select. Then what do you do? I want to first make the size width wise same width. So what do you do? Right mouse click it, select this option size, and I want the widest. Wide means like this. Now all width is same. Now again I want to align left. So what I do? Right mouse click, align. I want to take left. You see all thing left. Now I want to put all together on the top. So again you select this one, right, drag and select, right mouse click it, and then you say align. I want to align to top. Say top. See all of them came together. Clear? Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we can move forward, right? Okay. Now you want to save this one. When you save this one, the menu is saved. Now you see here, all what we created is appearing here. Okay. Now what is left now? Let us come to create. Now there is a form wizard. There is a navigation. There is more forms. So if you click the navigation, it will show you several options. Again, if you select more forms, say more forms here, it will give you 1, 2, 3, 4 options. So let us first select the form wizard. So to select form wizard, what it will create a form again. For what? Whatever the table you want. The form is created from the table. So let us select again the same table products. Okay. You can click open. If you want, there's 2 options. One is you can open first, or you can select while creating. Now we want to create a form. So create form wizard. Go click here. You see it. Suppose say I don't select it. Let me say cancel. So I don't have form here. I have like this. Even then you can go to create. Suppose you are here, go to create and go to form wizard. When you click this one, you see here in the top, table queries, it is giving a drop down here. From drop down, you can select. Say, go to drop down, it will show you what tables you have, because the form is generated from the table. So let us say this table, I want to take table products. Then it will give all the fields in the table. So like what we have done last time. So all available fields this side, you see all the available fields this side, and then hard select what you want to display in the form this side. So how can you choose here? Straight away, put the icon there and click this arrow. So remaining fields are this one. So if you want all the fields, you can select one by one, or you can select one time to give all the fields. Let us say all one time. Okay, you don't want anything. For example, you don't want one, just say this arrow, it will go back. If you want all of them, click this one. Say next. Now, how you want the data to be displayed? So there are so many ways. One is left side, you have name of the fields and the data entry form. Otherwise, if you want, all the name of the fields will come at the top and the data will be in the bottom. This is also similar, but it has a left and row headings, column headings, and this one is like different rows depending on the number of fields. So let us go by column. Means the data will be displayed one by one record. Say next. Say the title of the form. Say you say product data. Okay. Now say product data. Open the form to view or enter the information. So it will directly open the form in the form view. Finish. See, it shows you directly the form. You can enter the data here. You see here. You can go to on the record by entering the tab, and whatever navigation you want to do, you can do it. Okay. So this one is the another form we created. From go here, create, and see from wizard. We create from wizard. So we have finished the 1, 2, 3, 4 ways of creating. Okay. So there are several ways you can create a form. It's clear now what we said?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now you can create a table, you can create a form. Now let us go to the other part. Remaining we'll see, maybe next session we'll see it. Now we'll go to another session where we can create a table from Excel. For example, you have a lot of data and you don't want to enter the data, but you want to copy the data and create a table. Okay, we'll do that one. So this is what we said here. Just let us come to here. This is we finished. This we finished. Okay. This one. We can create a table from the Excel data. Let us see how it can be done. So as usual, what do we do here? Go to create. Now again, you have to come to this part. There is one here, not go to create, you do external data. After create, there is a button called external data. Okay, so we go and select that one, external data. You see here, external data. So what do you see here? You have so many options here. Excel, Access, and ODBC, text file, XML file, and so many. And say there are so many options. This is export and this is import and link. You see this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. From here, we can import the data. Let us say I have data from Excel. Okay. So let me take this Excel. Now it is asking you specify the source of definition of the objects. Where is the source? Where is the file? So it is a file name it is asking. So it is by default it's showing C drive. So I will click here, click browse, and I will take from the data where it is kept. Okay, so this my data is here. So I will take, for example, suppliers. They have some data of suppliers. Okay, this Excel file. Now you can see three options here. Do you see three options here? First one is import the source data into new database. Other one, append the copy records of the table. Other one, link data source by creating a link. So we'll take one first to understand. So then you can do it other options later. So what is the first one? We say import source data, means whatever the Excel data is there, it will import and create a new table. It will create a table in the current database. So in the current database, it will do. So I will take this file and say, okay. Now we see what you see here. The file which I have the data. So let me just cancel this one. I'll show you the file, what is there inside. So first we'll see the file and then you will find what data. Okay, you see this the Excel sheet. So you have here serial number, item category, item description, company, contact. For example, remarks. This is the Excel file I have with data. I have 9 records. I don't want to type the records. I want to copy it straight away into table. Do you see this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us go again to the screen here. I want to take external data. I want to create a table basically with the data. So go to Excel here. 1 minute. Am I recording? This one. Okay, the recording is there. Okay, so what do we do? The file which you want to select, we go to file, suppliers, open, and then import first selection, say okay. Now it is showing all the records what we have in the Excel file. So it is showing you first row contains the column heading. So you see first row is not a data, it's column heading. Serial number, item category, description. So I say yes. So when you say, you see it has moved the first column to column heading. And then you have the records, you have 9 records. And there is serial number, all the data is here. Now you can go step by step. It will ask you how you want to define, because in the table you have to define its data type. Okay, let us say next. So it is first taking first field. You see it's highlighted here. First field is highlighted here. It is by black. It is highlighted. Okay, now it is asking you field name. Okay, data type and indexed. So these parameters you can define here. Means in the table, what we do also same thing. We have to define everything. So we define here. For example, your field name is this one you selected, data type. So you can say it's a integer, long integer, means you don't put a decimal places. Then you say long integer, or you can say integer. Indexed means it will be duplicate or not. Okay. So this is the first field. Say next. So it is next field what? Okay, it is asking you let access add primary key or choose primary key. So we know primary key is required as a table. So you can choose one of the numbers as a primary key. So you don't need to create a new one. Okay, next. Okay. In this case, it is taking next. It is importing table to say the table name. You can give the table name here. Table imported data. For example, let me say this one. Say I would like to analyze the data. We'll leave this one, finish. Okay, so it is saying, do you want to keep the steps, save the import steps? No need to tick this one, close. Now go and see this data is here or not. What we said here, this is the table import data. So all the data which was an Excel, it came here. You see here. You can expand
Yes.
it. So you don't need to actually copy paste also. You can do this way. Okay, so this is how you can import the data. Is it clear or you want me to repeat again?
No, sir, clear.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now you have the table created from the Excel sheet. Okay, now what we do now, we'll go to, let us see what is the next topic we have decided to do. Okay, we covered all of them. Okay, anyone want to try? Anyone want to try anything? Do you have anyone as a PC want to try? We can, if you want to try, we can try. Otherwise, we go to another part, which is, for example, say, we want to create a form like a subform. So we'll go to this time. We can take a cable design. For example, we want a cable design, make in what we have an Excel sheet. We want to make an access that we can try. Okay, how will you try? So let us create one form. So we have another 10, probably 10 minutes. We'll take another 10 minutes. Okay. If there are no questions, we'll move forward to this subject. Now, what do we see here? The form, this form, you can have another subform below this one. You can control the link two forms together and make the data entry. And we'll choose a new, let us come to here. This say is the main menu. I want to rename this one. For example, welcome to menu. I said no. I want to rename it. So how do I do that? Go to home, view, design. So this I want to change it. Just click on this one and say I want to say main menu. Say I want to say main menu. So you can make a menu like this. And if you want to make any adjustment, for example, you want to bring it to center, you say go here, center, and you want to give any background color, you can go here, say background color. So, and if you want to say expand it properly, you can expand it. So whatever you want, you can do it. Okay, you can make a beautification. Now we created, we want to create one more menu to say design. We want to design, we want to put a cable design format. Okay, so I will close this one. I will create another form. So go to create, say form design. So it gives a blank form to me. Okay, now I want to put a name here. How do I put it here? You go to here, there is a label. You see here the label, click the label. How it is coming? It is coming from the design. So you go to the design, then it gives you a label. So click this one and bring it here. And you can type it here. Say cable design menu. Okay, it is giving small. So what you do, select again this one. You can change, go to home, and you can change the font size. You want a bigger font. Okay, now you drag it and you can make it like this. Okay, and then if you want to change the color, you can change the color. If you want to give a background, you can give background the way you want it. Now this form, I want to have a exit form to be exit form close option. I want it. So you go to design. Okay, then you click this x-axis button. You go to here. I want to close this form later. Close form. Okay, now I created a form, blank form, and I want to say this is the cable design menu. So say close here. Say yes. It will ask you form. So I want to say FRM cable design menu. Okay, so you see here under the tables you have this one, but if you close this, if you open up the forms, you will see here FRM cable design menu. You see, you can see that blank form. There is nothing here. Okay, now we'll close this one. This form I want where on the home page. So you click on the home. So I need here the cable design menu. How do you add it? Go to design view. Okay, now you go again this button. In the design you have the 1 2 3 4 fourth button. Click this one. It will ask you what do you want to do. Form operations. I want to open a form. Say open form, and then select form cable design menu. So it will ask you, do you want a picture or you want to have type things? Just cable design, for example, cable design. Okay, menu. Say this is menu. So when you click this button, it is appearing here, cable design menu. So I want to close this one. Okay, I close this. Again, I come to here and open this one. Double click. You have this one. So when you click this one, what is happening? The form you created, you got it here. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is our purpose? I want to have here cable design form entry, but I don't have any data, right? So let me leave this one as it is here. So I will close this one. I will come. I want to create a I want to create one table. Okay. I will create a table. Go to create. Say table design. Now, what is the table I want? I want a table for the cable design. So what will have? I will select few fields. I'll just show you some what fields we will be selecting. I'll go to again Excel sheet. You see here. So for example, I want to have three fields: design sheet number, cable code, cable description. These three fields I want in small form. Okay, so I will go again to here. Say cable. Say design sheet number. Now this one I want to have a text only because I have a alphanumeric. Let us say I have alphanumerics. I will keep it. Also, I want this one no duplicates. If you don't want duplicates, you can go and say primary key. Means it will not give you option to enter duplicates. Then say you want cable code. Okay, so this also text type data, and then cable description. Okay, again you have the short description. Now close this one. This is the three fields I want. For example, say table. So the table cable design, I want to say it's header. Why? We'll create a subform. For the subform, we need to have one main form and subform. We'll see that one why we are doing this one. So in the first three fields, I have, you go here, you go the tables, and you see table cable design header. You see here, you have three fields what we created. Now you can enter the data here directly. There is another options. Or say I want to create a form here. How do you create a form here? Go here, create. You can say directly form, it will create a form. You want form wizard, you can create. So let's say I want to create form directly. So it gave directly the form to me. So what I will do, just I will close here, say it will ask a name. So this I want to give a FRM, okay, cable design header. So I will keep as it is. See, this will give you a form. So I am closing this table. You can see the form here. FRM cable design form. Is it clear until now? You're following me?
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Follow.
Okay. Now what we do, we'll bring this form to main menu. So I have cable design menu, right? So I'll go here. When I click, I want this form to be open. So what I do, I click this one. If I go back, it will go to menu, right? Now click this design menu. Then you say here, I can go from here also design studio. Now I want to add that command button to open the form. So what I do here in design, go to command button, click. So it will show you form open. So I want to open the form operations, open form. Click here next. Now, which is the form? Form cable design header. So this I select it, say next. Okay, say you want to show all the records. Yes. And say you want the name or you want the form picture. So I want to name here. Say cable design. I want to say like this. Okay. Say yes, finish. So you have the cable design here. So let us go and close here. When you close here, it will ask you the same file name. Yes. Now you come here. Now you see the button. Click this one. You got this one, right?
Sir.
Okay. So now we have the main form created. Now what we want to do, we want to create a subform. Means this is the design. For example, my design is A1001. This is the design. So cable code, for example, I want to say 100, 1000, and 2000, say 4000. This is the cable description, cable code, and say for test cable. So this is the description. For example, this is the one. Now I want to have for this design all the design parameters. This is my intention. Okay, for this design. So how do we create that kind of subform? Means I want this one to appear here in the bottom. So you can close this one into, or you go to design view. I want to add a button to close the form. So what I do, go to design, click this access button, say here, what I want to do, I want to record navigation. I want to go to no, form. First, I want to have a form closing. So go to form. Here, I want to select close form. So it will indicate you picture or text. So I will take a picture and say, okay, finish. So it gives this one. Why? When I use the form, it's easy for me. So cable design. So I want to close it, close. If you close it, you close it here. See how many menus you created. You can go to any menu and say you go to here, close the menu. You go to here, close the menu. So you don't need to do anything. No data entry here. You can go anywhere you want. So you click here, you go to the form, and once you finish this, enter it. Right? So we'll take another 5 minutes. Okay, then we'll then end the session. Right? Is it clear
Okay,
so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what we do? Now we created a header. I want to create the parameters. So let me take you to Excel sheet. Say for this design, I just put it here as a random. So you understand these parameters, so I'm putting it here. For example, I have process, I have parameter, and what is the unit of measurement? What is the requirement? So this I want to put in the design sheet. Say I have a wire drawing process, I have mica process. So you can go on as an example, I have put it here. Okay. So when you create, we'll create only these three. These are all the parameters. So I just want to hide everything. I don't want to put it here, but we'll put it somewhere else. Say I want to create these fields. I will be entering the parameter. So depending on the cable type, right? So I will create a table with these parameters, only these 4 fields. So I will go to again access. So let me close this one. I don't need this one now. Okay. Now I want to create one more table. Okay. We created a header. We create another table design, go to table design. Here say, again, I will have a design sheet number. Okay, let me have a serial number here. Serial number. Because we need a primary key, I will select a auto number and I will say this is a primary key for me, because every table should have a primary key to avoid the duplication of data. Okay, now I will have a design sheet number, which is, I will leave short text. Then I will say process. Okay. Process name, I will say process name, and then parameter. This also text for me, and unit of measurement. This also text for me, and then requirement. Now requirement also we can keep it as a numerical, or if it is going to be numerical, we can put a numerical. If it's not, let us select numerical. Okay, number. We'll see if we need to change this number to something else. I think it cannot be number because some parameters may not be number. So we'll keep it short text only. Okay, let us create this table. What happens now? You have to close this one, give a name. What name will you give table? Table design parameter, design data. Okay, we'll say design data. Now you see here the design data, it is created, serial number, data sheet number, and then the process name, process parameter, unit of measurement, and requirement. Okay, now this table is there, and what I want to do, I want to create a form, but I want a form like an Excel. How do you do that? Say click again, this is the form I want, data I want to take. So what I do, I go to create, go to again form. So when you come form here, there is more forms. You're following me, right? So go to data sheet. So you're going to create a form using the data sheet. So let us say data sheet, click this data sheet. So what is shown here, it created a form. Make observation here. This is the table. This is the new table. It is showing it is a new form it has created, but the name remains same until we change the name. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we see what happens. Now we go and try to close this one. It will ask you, do you want to save the changes to design form? So form table design data. I say yes. It will ask you name. So I want to say here Subform design data. Say okay. Now this is the table. So I don't want to change anything here. I close it. Okay. Now the form we created. Close this tables, and then we have the form. Which one created? Subform. You see here Subform design data. If you click, it will show exactly like a table data display, Excel data like. See here. Now, why we created? We created to show, say we have a cable design here. Click here. I want to put this form here. Bring the form here under below this one. Okay. Now we go to design sheet view. We'll complete this task and we can end the session. Okay, we have finished 1 hour, I guess. So go to design view. It will show you like this. Now you see here the form and detail. You see the detail here. Before the form, just drag down this one. Okay. Now come to design, and you have here to play. You have the icon here to select. So if you click this arrow here, come here. You see the button, the radio button. This is the, if you put the icon, you're saying Subform subreporter. Click this one and bring it here. And it will display you what are the forms and tables, everything available. Use an existing form. So which form we want to bring? We want to take the cable design. So we have the subform design data. I want this one. Okay, select this one. And then it is asking you show the table design for each record or define my own. So let us say define my own. Okay. Now there are two, there is subform and form. The first one is called main form, bottom one is called subform. So we have to link both the tables, both the forms. How do you link which parameter? I want design sheet to be linked. So take the design sheet here, and also here we have design sheet. Okay. Now we are linking both the tables and forms using one parameter. So in both tables we have common field what? Design sheet number. So take this one, then say What is the form name you want? The form name, okay, let it be there, subform. See, it has created a subform here. Let me close this one quickly because now let us go open the form. So table design, you see here, there is a table for this main table, another form came, main form. See this one here?
Yes, sir.
Now, under this table, let us say what? I want to have a process parameters. Now, what I created here, I want to put it here. Say I'll go to Excel sheet. Okay, I don't want to enter the data. Let us say I don't want to enter the data. Unhide. I have this. So I want to copy this one. These fields I want to copy. Okay, I don't want to type it. I don't have time. Say process parameter, these three. Okay, select this one, paste it. See, for this design, I have this parameter. Now I can enter the data. What are the data you want? This is main form, this subform. Clear? Is it now? Is it clear until now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll conclude here and then we can continue next week this particular part. Now you see here, close this one, you go to the main menu. From the main menu, you want to go to employee data. You see here directly data. Close this one. Product menu, you have another menu here. So you can enter the data. You can close this one. Okay. You can close this form and then table design. You can see the design here. And you can, so for example, you want to create another data. You go here, you can create another sheet. You can go on adding furthermore. Okay. Any questions? Anyone is trying at home?
Yes, sir. I will try.
Yes, yes.
Try. If you are stuck, tell me. Otherwise, if you want to try here, you create anything you and then you can create online here. Just I can show you if you are stuck anywhere.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, I will try our last time Excel file from to data sheet.
Yes, yes. So try whatever you want.
Because-
There is no harm. It is only it's only the practice. It makes you familiar.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any questions? I think we spent 1 hour. This is enough for today, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So see you again next week.
Inshallah.